Your energy signature has changed to the point that those who previously believed they knew you can now identify you. This notice appears at the exact time that the modifications have happened. Make no mistake, they are keeping a tight check on you. They are scrutinizing you and are growing upset because what they see does not match what they expected. They understood. You were never really a native of this place. Everyone else is aware of the situation now. The reason people are furious, bewildered, and unable to take their sight away from what you have become is because the veil you used to wear to blend in with the others has been torn away as a consequence of your bold mentality shift. Your light now shines so brilliantly that it cannot be ignored. Feel it occurring within you. The cosmic rebalancing that is restoring every cell in your body to its original configuration. This transition is now taking place. There is a molecular level transformation going on here. This is more than just a difference in your DNA. Your body is capable of recalling things that others have forgotten. People in your near surroundings are aware of it. They can notice the shift in your energy field, including how you move around rooms without being weighed down by trifling issues that used to bother you. The way your eyes now look through objects rather than at them. And the way your presence demanded attention without having to say anything. They are aware that something has changed, but they lack the spiritual language necessary to recognize the transition. What you did demonstrated a lack of fear, while others clung to their limiting ideas as a safety blanket. You were reducing them to ashes while they were negotiating their potential. You exerted your authority without apologizing, while others waited for permission to proceed. You gave yourself permission to go beyond your present bounds. When people look at you today, they notice a change in your frequency that they are unable to identify. Something old inside them remembers what they've forgotten since the last time they saw you. This remembrance scares them because if you are not who they thought you were, what else may be true? They aren't furious with you. Rather, they are outraged by what your transformation reveals about their own immobility. Make no mistake, they cannot bring themselves to look in the mirror. That is your elevation. The fact that you are bold calls attention to their lack of bravery, and your advancement discloses their spiritual complacency, which they are unable to acknowledge. Envy is like a liquid fire coursing through their veins. However, behind closed doors, they are fascinated with your every move, despite telling their buddies that they are over you and have moved on totally. In addition to studying your words and conduct, they assess your choices. How come? Is it because something inside them is aware of the fact that you are now traversing between realms? While your feet may touch the Earth's surface, your awareness goes beyond the regions that they cannot perceive. People's perceptions of you were based on a disguise you wore while preparing for this disclosure. Take notice of the following. Their wrath proves that you are real. Their confusion is proof that you have changed, and their focus is evidence that you have shown your power. In the morning, they're examining your social media profiles. They're checking with common contacts regarding your location. They are dreaming about you at night and waking up dazed, and they can feel your energy signature lingering in their room. They are aware of the modifications you have implemented, which is leading them to get distracted. You're here for a purpose. If you feel called, answer it. Click Join to access exclusive content, deep insights, and a strong community. This is not just a membership. It is an awakening. Step into your divine mission. Join the chosen. Someone will make an attempt to pull you back down as hooks. They will attempt to convince you to return to a frequency that no longer benefits you. Others may start direct attacks, accusing you of wrongdoing and casting judgment on you in an attempt to make you reconsider your choice. These are desperate efforts to make sense of what they cannot fathom. Recognize them for what they are. The caterpillar cannot fathom the butterfly's desire for flying. Are you aware of what you've achieved? On the other side, you were the one who actually worked to grow your spirituality, while others speculated about changing generational traditions. You severed the connections that had bound your lineage for hundreds or perhaps millennia. It was a difficult procedure for you to adjust. It demands courage, which is often missing, not once, but many times. It compelled you to face your own darkness, while others stayed in the comfortable shallows. You plunged deeply into the darkness of your own brain. Isolation was essential. The misery and uncertainty were both purposeful. All of this was required. All of your tears were collected in a cosmic vessel and converted into the fuel that is now fueling your awakening. Have you ever considered the occasions when you were by yourself? When did the weight of your goal seem to be too much for you to bear? And when you questioned all you thought you knew? That was the cocoon stage. The darkness was not your opponent. Rather, it was the hallowed site where your metamorphosis occurred. Now imagine yourself standing in your power, unaffected by deceitful methods that would have previously driven you into a tailspin. Your intuition has become nearly razor keen, unaffected by the views of people who function on a lesser frequency and unshaken by efforts to make you doubt your own worth. Dishonesty may be detected even before another person speaks. It is possible to detect the buried truth underneath the layers of untruth. That is no coincidence at all. Your extrasensory abilities are activated because they are essential for the next stage of your mission, since your profession requires you to function as a bridge. The curtain between the worlds is starting to weaken, expressly for you. In truth, the mental change that others refer to as fearlessness was caused by your remembering. It was not learning anything new, but rather remembering what your spirit had always understood before you arrived in this situation. The knowledge is already embedded inside you. Simply stated, it was waiting for the right cosmic moment to allow it to operate. They had plans for you. Were you aware of that? Those who tried to maintain you on a small scale saw your potential before you were aware of it yourself. They were aware of the power that lay latent inside you and were concerned about what would happen if you completely absorbed it. Many sought to use you as a source of power, drawing on your light to achieve their own goals. Some individuals attempted to repurpose your skills in order to achieve their restricted aims, with the express intention of stopping you from discovering the truth. There were people who worked hard to convince you that you were not extraordinary. They were aware. They were constantly aware of this. For this reason, they made a concerted effort to keep you confused, unsettled, and disconnected from your internal guiding system. They created the complicated labyrinths with the intention of draining your energy and wasting your time. Several others have sought the guidance of spiritual gurus, wondering about you and what has occurred to them. They ask, why can't I exert them anymore? They are, however, attempting to measure quantum occurrences using outmoded tools, despite their earnest attempts to understand what they are witnessing. Blessed by His grace, please select Super Thank You and donate $200 or more to spread His light. Your donation sows seeds that develop His kingdom. Be the benefit. Their obsession with you has become almost pathological, as if they were junkies yearning for a fix. They receive the feeling that your energy is unique and powerful, and they want to have access to it. They can't get in contact with you anymore, right? They can no longer oversee your development. Some people have even attempted to manipulate you by using lower frequency tactics like energy manipulation, mind projections, and binding rituals. However, none of these tactics are still effective. Your protection is much too comprehensive. Your relationship to the source is too direct, and your field is much too strong at this time. People are perplexed, disappointed, outraged, and more desperate to reconnect with what they have lost in an instant. They are making an appearance with statements of remorse, reassurance, confessions of sobbing, and claims of experiencing moments of clarity. I have no trust in this. They don't miss you. Rather, they lack the ability to steal something from you. Instead of adoring you, they adore how your energy made them feel. They need consumption. They are not interested in a relationship. There has never been a more essential moment to use your wisdom than now. The masks and gloves are being removed simultaneously. Those who originally controlled in a clandestine way are now able to strike directly due to desperation. They are both dangerous and simple. This is something beyond the scope of human language. It's not only a love bond that awaits you. It is a cosmic partnership, which implies that the two forces are collaborating across time and space to achieve a purpose that was established before the universe began. It is impossible to value the empire you are building in terms of money or square space. Rather, it is a multidimensional work with a legacy that will reverberate across reality for an extended period of time. After this physical form returns to stardust, you will feel a burst of plenty that is not restricted to monetary prosperity, though that will be a side effect. This is a manifestation of spiritual riches, characterized by the effortless flow of knowledge. Relationships are formed without effort, and doors are opened without having to knock. At this time, the light inside you, the inner sun that powered you through the darkest hours of your transition, is gradually returning to its previous brilliance. What was once a candle flame has now evolved into a supernova. Previously, simply your root was lit, but now it exposes tremendous aspects. Divine inspiration comes rushing down from higher levels, overwhelming your awareness with thoughts and sights that ordinary brains cannot comprehend. It is critical to catch and document these downloads since they include blueprints for much-needed advancements in our planet. Those who neglected you, who are unable to see your worth, those who tried to get you to think less and aim lower will be around as you ascend, not to vindicate you, but to awaken them as well. A journey like yours might serve as both incentive and an invitation to others who are eager to visit. Immediately after the recalibration phase, which was marked by an unbearably lonely time of solitude and initiation, came spiritual acknowledgement, not stardom as the world defines it. Being acknowledged for who you genuinely are by those who have the ability to see, being heard by those with ears to hear, and being understood by individuals with open hearts who can grasp the apparently random occurrences that alter your path. The books that came to you at just the perfect time, the dreams that were too real to be true, as well as the synchronicities that defied mathematical chance, seemed to be divinely orchestrated. Each step of your path has been planned with heavenly perfection. It was not a random incident. Everything revolved on being prepared. The barrier that is presently around you is unbreakable, made up of many layers of light formations that have combined to produce an impenetrable shield against destructive energy. This is not only a metaphysical idea. Rather, it is a quantum reality. There are powers beyond this universe that have bolstered your field. The connection you have with higher guidance develops stronger with each day. What was formerly only discernible in faint whispers is now being delivered more loudly. What started as intuition and gut sensations has evolved into an unquestionable sense of knowing. Your conduit is increasing, allowing more truth to enter through. There is no more cloudiness in your perception. One may understand conditions with great clarity, including the causes for actions, the patterns that drive behaviors, and the reality that lies underneath appearances. Not only will you profit from this clarity, but you will also be able to help others navigate deceit more successfully. Your healing abilities are becoming more active in ways that may frighten you owing to the power they hold. What starts as a sensitivity to energy evolves into the power to adjust frequencies merely via your presence. Accepting this gift is a serious obligation. Do so accordingly. It is critical to recognize that each hurdle you have encountered has acted as a calibration. Each challenge acted as an induction. Every loss was a step toward freedom. Because of the gravity of your mission, each betrayal taught you something. The learning experience was demanding. Your true skills will emerge from the latent condition. Shortly after, the final traces of your earlier programming are gone. What used to need effort now occurs with no effort at all. Those things that used to deplete you now provide energy. When you comprehend something, what was before deemed impossible becomes inescapable. You're functioning on many levels at the same time. In addition to the physical world that other people experience, you can sense the energy currents that flow under the surface. You can identify cycles inside cycles and patterns within patterns. Your awakened vision exposes that nothing is veiled. If God's kindness has touched you, don't keep it a secret. Select Super. Thank you. So please consider making a $100 or more donation to assist spread His light. Your generosity spreads grace, blesses hearts, and builds His kingdom. Allow His abundance to pass through you. Those that see you, whether they are friends, family members, colleagues, or total strangers, may notice something unique about your presence. They are unable to properly pinpoint this, something that both attracts and unnerves people. They're learning that you have a link to places they'd forgotten existed, even if it doesn't always make sense to you. Your path is being led by the divine. It conforms to a spiritual geometry that your soul is accustomed with. Have trust in the unfolding. even if you can't see any more phases from where you're standing. Everything you've gone through in your life to this point was planned with your full consent before you were born. There were no penalties for the difficulties. Rather, they were chances for your own growth that you had specifically sought out. Those who brought you anguish were not enemies. Rather, they were instructors in disguise, performing roles that you and they had decided on before to your incarnation. The sense of being watched, criticized, or singled out that you have had at times is not considered paranoia. Rather, it would be known as recognition. Lower frequencies can detect higher frequencies, even if they don't completely understand what they're seeing. Some creatures are uncomfortable just by existing because of your brightness. There is a reason behind your pick. Your unique frequency carries codes that cause others to fall asleep. Your voice's harmonics interact with long-forgotten soul memories. Your presence disrupts stationary energy fields just by passing through them. The essence that is inside you. This world's vitality cannot dim the endless flame of heavenly awareness. It is possible to temporarily conceal it. Forget about it for a bit and take a vacation from it, but it will never become extinct or decrease. The transition you are experiencing serves aims that are bigger than you can grasp at the moment. The waves caused by your awakening have an influence on communal consciousness in ways that will become clear over time. Never give up without fear. The path to awakening is not suitable for individuals who are easily disheartened. However, it guarantees nothing but the truth and desires everything. Furthermore, as you will discover, the truth is more precious than all of the shallow pleasures that illusion offers. There is no space for misunderstandings. You are now engaged in spiritual conflict, not with physical foes, but with frequencies and energies that fight human understanding. As an enlightened individual, your own being is an act of cosmic resistance against forces that benefit from one level of ignorance. There is no outer battlefield. Instead, the battleground is awareness itself. Every choice to stay aware when it would be easier to shut off. Every option to tell the truth when it's more pleasant to lie. Every act of love in a system designed to cultivate fear is revolutionary. Your weapons aren't tangible. Instead, they are vibratory. They include unwavering honesty under pressure, compassion that does not exclude anybody, even opponents, truth that will not bend to accommodate comfort and presence. It does not splinter under stress. Doubt is introduced at inopportune situations. You have formed a division with possible partners. Diversion is employed while clarity is on its way, and confusion is created when guidance is accomplished. These are the predictable assault patterns. Recognize that these techniques are just what they are. Seclusion does not give the highest level of safety. Instead, it is discernment. It's not disengagement, but rather informed participation. It is not dread, but rather heightened awareness, which encompasses several layers of reality at once. There are multiple conceivable futures converging on critical decision points, and the timeline you are now on is in a state of quantum flux. Your degree of awareness has a tremendous impact on the manifestation of possibilities. You've been brainwashed to believe that your attention is less strong than it really is. You have codes of awakening encoded in your energy field. These codes are activated throughout your metamorphosis and conveyed via your capacity to honestly express yourself. The codes in question do not represent abstract thoughts. Rather, they are live vibrations that affect everyone you come in touch with. It is not your responsibility to persuade anybody of anything by just embodying your ultimate truth without dilution or apologies. All that is necessary is to remain fully awakened and allow your recalibrated field to engage with the group energy. There will be individuals who are attracted to you without knowing why, as well as those who are put off by you without understanding why. In response to the activation codes you carry, both of these reactions are addressed to the divine. Both of them contribute to design in ways we don't understand. The mission timetable is moving rapidly. The long-awaited awakening has been accelerated. 2 years, months, and now hours. This acceleration is fueled by the cosmic sense of urgency. With each passing day, the window of opportunity for a critical mass awareness change becomes smaller. Your personal metamorphosis was never only about your own development. Rather, It was preparation for the moment when your rebalanced energy would be needed as a stabilizing force during times of communal upheaval. Every day, the veil that divides the worlds shrinks farther. What was once hidden has suddenly become visible. What was formerly thought to be impossible may now be shown beyond a reasonable doubt. As reality undergoes a transformation, those with the capacity to observe it discover its multifaceted nature. During this unveiling, you are not responsible for interpreting for others or proving anything to those who are suspicious. Maintaining a tight grip on your knowledge, creating higher frequencies via your physical presence, and proving by your being that awareness can work above the limitations that the majority of people believe to be permanent. Boundaries are all required steps. The universe has converged. There were ancient prophecies handed down from culture to civilization that predicted a day when the barrier would begin to shrink, when long-lost knowledge resurfaced, and when individuals carrying unique light codes activated simultaneously throughout the planet. Now is the time to act to provide the optimal circumstances for this big remembrance. Celestial alignments, galactic location, and energy gateways have all been coordinated. There is proof that the stars themselves are observing your waking. You've started experiencing vivid dreams about locations you're acquainted with, but have never been in real life. The sudden understanding of languages you have never studied before, as well as the ability to detect energy patterns that others cannot see, are not coincidental. Your latent abilities will revive at the perfect moment. The cosmic deadline is approaching, the window of opportunity for change is rapidly closing, and energies are accelerating, requiring your complete involvement. Right now? Not tomorrow. Not when you feel prepared. The cosmic deadline is represented by the pressure you feel and the sense of urgency that runs through your veins. The universe cannot wait for our convenience. Humans cannot understand the rules that govern the universe's time.